Marityasana 4. Sit in Dandasana. Bend the right leg at the knee and place the right foot at the root of the left thigh. The right heel should press against the navel and the toes should be stretched and pointing. The right leg is now in half Padmasana. Bend the left knee. Place the sole and heel of the left foot flat on the floor. Keep the shin perpendicular to the floor so that the left thigh and the calf touches each other and the left heel touches the perineum. Exhale. Turn the spine about 90 degrees to the left so that the right armpit touches the outer side of the left thigh. Place the right shoulder beyond the left knee and stretch the right arm forward by turning the spine still more to the left and stretching the region at the back of the right floating ribs. Exhale. Move the right arm round the left knee. Bend the right elbow and place the right hand at the back of the waist. The left knee is locked tightly. Now, exhale again and twist the left arm from the shoulder behind the back and clasp both the hands. Stretch the chest and pull up the spine. Remain in this pose for 30 seconds, breathing deeply. Now, release the hands, sit in Dandasana and repeat the pose on the other side for the same length of time. Following right for the left and vice versa. The pressure of the heel against the navel and the clasping of the hands behind the back regenerates the nerves round the navel. It tones the liver, spleen and pancreas. Calcium deposits in the shoulder joints are resolved and this asana helps free movement at the shoulders. Release the hands, straighten the legs and relax. Ardha Matsyendra Asana 1. Sit in Dandasana. Bend the left knee and join the thigh and calf. Raise the seat from the floor. Place the left foot under the buttocks and sit on the left foot so that the left heel rests under the left buttocks. Then bend the right knee. Place it by the outer side of the left thigh. Balance in this position, keeping the right shin perpendicular to the floor. Turn the trunk 90 degrees to the right until the left armpit touches the outer side of the right thigh. Bring the armpit over the right knee. Exhale. Stretch the left arm from the shoulder and twist it round the right knee. Bend the left elbow and move the left wrist to the back of the waist. The left arm should lock the bent right knee tightly and there should be no space between the left armpit and the bent right knee. Stay in this pose for a few seconds. Exhale. Swing back the right arm from the shoulder. Bend the right elbow. Move the right hand behind the waist and either clasp it with the left one or vice versa. The neck may be turned to the left and gaze at the center of the eyebrows. The spinal twist will be greater if the neck is turned to the left, then to the right. Stay in this pose for a few seconds with normal and deep breathing. Now, release the hands. Remove the right foot from the floor and straighten the right and then the left leg. And repeat the asana on the other side for the same length of time. By the regular practice of this asana, splitting backaches, lumbago, and pain in the hips disappear rapidly. Liver and the spleen are contracted and so are toned. The muscles of the neck gain power. The intestine also get benefit from this asana. It also helps to reduce the size of the abdomen. Apart from this, the prostate and bladder are not enlarged if regularly practiced this asana. Relax. Sit in Dandasana. Ardha Matsyendra Asana 2. Sit in Dandasana. Bend the right knee and place the right foot at the root of the left thigh, pressing the heel against the navel. Exhale. Turn the trunk 90 degrees to the left. Swing the left arm from the shoulder behind the back. Bend the left elbow and with the left hand grasp the right ankle or shin. The left leg should remain stretched straight on the floor throughout, and the sole of the left foot or the left big toe should be held by the right hand, and the right arm should be kept straight. Stay in this pose for 30 to 60 seconds while trying to maintain normal breathing, and then release the grip on the legs, straighten them, and repeat the pose on the other side for the same length of time. The abdominal organs are toned by being contracted on one side and stretched on the other. Due to lateral twist of the spine, backaches, lumbago, and pain in the hip joints disappear rapidly. The neck muscles become more powerful and the shoulder movements become easier. Relax. Straighten the leg and sit in Dandasana. Ardha Matsyendra Asana 3. Sit in Dandasana. Bend the right knee and place the right foot at the root of the left thigh, pressing the heel against the navel. Bend the left knee, lift the left leg from the floor and place it by the outer of the right thigh. Then the outer side of the left ankle touches the outer side of the right thigh on the floor. Exhale, turn the trunk 90 degrees to the left and bring the right shoulder over the left knee. Do not leave any space between the right armpit and the left thigh, and hold the left foot with the right hand. Swing the left arm behind the back, bending it at the elbow, and rest the hand at the back. Turn the neck to the left, raise the chin and gaze either at the center of the eyebrows or at the tip of the nose. Stay in this pose for 30 to 60 seconds, breathing deeply and evenly. This asana exercises and massages the abdominal organs and keeps them healthy. It tones the spine and keeps it elastic. Release your hold on the left foot, lift it over the left thigh and relax. Dvipada Viparit Dandasana. Lie flat on the back. Extend the arms over the head. Bend the elbows and place the palms underneath the shoulders, fingers pointing to the feet. Also, bend and raise the knees. Bring the feet near the hips and rest them on the floor. Exhale, and at the same time, lift up the head and trunk and rest the crown of the head on the floor. Take the left hand above the floor and place it behind the head, resting the elbow on the floor and simultaneously the right one. Interlock the fingers and rest the cupped hands against the back of the head. Now, extend the legs, straighten them one by one, bearing the weight on the hands, head and neck. This is the final pose. Stay in the position for some time according to your capacity. Dvipada Viparit Dandasana is recommended for relieving pain in the coccyx region of the spine. Along with this, one also feels the effects of Shirshasana. This exhilarating pose keeps the spine sound and healthy while the chest expands fully. Relax, unlock the fingers and slowly lie down in Shavasana. Pasa Asana. Squat on the floor with the soles and heels completely on the floor. Keep the knees and feet together. Raise the seat from the floor and balance. Twist the trunk about 90 degrees to the right until the left armpit is beyond the outer side of the right thigh, near the right knee. Flex the left knee about an inch forward. Exhale. Extend the left arm from the shoulder. Leave no space between the left armpit and the right thigh. Turn the left arm round the right thigh and bending the left elbow towards the left leg. Bring the left hand near the left hip. Exhale. Twist the right arm from the shoulder behind the back. Bend the right elbow and hook the fingers near the left hip. Gradually clasp the palms. Tighten the calf muscles to maintain the balance. Twist the spine as far as to the right as you can and stay in this pose with normal breathing. Turn the neck and gaze over either shoulder. This is the final pose. Release the hand clasp. Relax. Sit in Dandasana and repeat the pose on the other side for the same length of time. This time, twisting the trunk to the left. This asana gives strength and elasticity to the ankles. Person who work entails standing for hours rest their feet in this position. It also tones the spine and makes one agile. The shoulders move freely and grow stronger. This pose also reduces fat round the abdomen and massages the abdominal organ. Relax. Sit in Dandasana. Urdhva Dhanurasana 2. Stand erect with the feet 1 foot apart and the palms on the hips. Push the pelvic region slightly forward. Exhale and curve the trunk back so that the weight of the body is felt on the thighs and the toes. Raise the arms above the head and drop the hands on the floor. Immediately try to straighten the arms at the elbows and rest the palms on the floor. This asana tones the spine by stretching it fully and keeps the body alert and supple. The back feels strong and full of life. It gives one great vitality, energy, and a feeling of lightness. Relax. Stand in Tadasana. Uttana Asana. Stand in Tadasana, keeping the knees tight. Bend forward and place the fingers on the floor. Then place the palms on the floor by the side of the feet. Do not bend the legs at the knees. Try to hold the head up and stretch the spine. Move the hips a little forward towards the head so as to bring the legs perpendicular to the floor. Remain in this pose and exhale. Move the trunk closer to the legs and rest the head on the knees. Maintain the pose for 10 to 20 seconds with deep and even breathing. This asana cures stomach pain and tones the liver, the spleen, and the kidneys. It relieves stomach pain during menstrual periods. The heartbeats are slowed down and the spinal nerves regenerates. Relax. Stand in Tadasana. Bhujangasana 1. Lie on the floor, face downwards. Extend the legs, keeping the feet together. Keep the knees tight and the toes pointing. Rest the palms by the side of the pelvic region. Inhale. Press the palms firmly on the floor and pull the trunk up. Inhale. Lift the body up from the trunk until the pubis is in contact with the floor. And stay in this pose with the weight on the legs and palms. Contract the anus and the buttocks. Tighten the thighs. Maintain the pose for about 20 seconds, breathing normally. It is a deep back bend that makes the spine stronger and more flexible. It also tones the organs that lie in the lower abdomen. It also stimulates the digestive, reproductive, and urinary system. Exhale, bend the elbows, and rest the trunk on the floor. Relax and sit in Dandasana. Bhujangasana 2. Lie flat on the floor on the stomach. Bend the elbows and place the palms on the floor on either side of the waist. Exhale. Lift the head and trunk up and back by stretching the arms fully without moving the pubic region and the legs. Exhale, bend the knees and lift the feet up. The weight of the body will be felt on the pelvic region, thighs and hands. Taking more pressure on the left hand, lift the right hand above the floor. Exhale deeply and swing the right arm back from the shoulder and grasp the right knee cap. Exhale again fast and deeply and swinging the left arm back from the shoulder, grip the left knee cap. Now stretch the legs straight on the floor. Again, without losing the grip on the knees. Stretch the neck and throw the head as far back as you can. Gradually, try to bring the knees as close to each other as possible. Hold the pose for about 15 to 20 seconds, breathing deeply. As the posture is an intensified version of Bhujangasana 1, its effect is greater. The thyroid, parathyroid, adrenals and gonads receive a copious supply of blood, and the chest is also expanded fully. Bend the knees, release the hands one by one and relax. Sit in Dandasana. Mayur Asana. Kneel on the floor with the knees slightly apart. Bend forward, invert the palms and place them on the floor. The little fingers should touch and the fingers should point towards the feet. Bend the elbows and keep the forearms together. Rest the diaphragm on the elbows and the chest on the back of the upper arms. Stretch the legs straight one by one and keep them together and stiff. Exhale. Bear the body weight on the wrist and hands. Raise the legs from the floor, either one by one or together, and at the same time, stretch the trunk and head forward. Hold the pose as long as you can. This asana tones up the abdominal portion of the body wonderfully due to the pressure of the elbows against the abdominal aorta. Blood circulates properly in the abdominal organs. This also improves digestive power. Relax. Lower the legs and sit in Dandasana. Ujjayi Pranayam. Sit in any comfortable position like Padmasana, Siddhasana or Virasana. Keep the back erect and rigid. Lower the head to the trunk. Rest the chin in the notch between the collarbones just above the breastbone. This is Jalandhara Bandha. Stretch the arm straight and rest the back of the wrist on the knees. Join the tips of the index fingers to the tips of the thumbs. This position or gesture of the hand is known as Janana Mudra. Close the eyes and look inward. Now exhale completely. Now the Ujjayi method of breathing begins. Take a slow, deep, steady breath through both the nostrils. The passage of the incoming air is felt on the roof of the palate and makes a sibilant sound, that is, sir. The sound should be heard. Fill the lungs up to the brim. Care should be taken not to bloat the abdomen in the process of inhalation. The entire abdominal area from the pubes up to the breastbone should be pulled back towards the spine. Hold the breath for a second or two. This internal retention is called Antara Kumbhaka. Now exhale slowly, deeply and steadily until the lungs are completely empty. As you begin to exhale, keep your grip on the abdomen. After 2 or 3 seconds of exhalation, relax the diaphragm gradually and slowly. Wait for a second before drawing a fresh breath. This waiting period is called Bhaya Kumbhaka. Repeat the cycles for 5 to 10 minutes, keeping the eyes closed throughout. Ujjayi Pranayam aerates the lungs, removes peligum, gives endurance and soothes the nerves. Ujjayi without Kumbhaka, done in a reclining position, is ideal for persons suffering from high blood pressure or coronary troubles. Ujjayi Pranayam may be done without the Jalandhara Bandha, even while walking or lying down. Relax. Lie down in Shavasana.